HANSA.newscast, presented by Korean Register, providing the best services, creating a better world by CARE.
Hi and welcome to HANSA.newscast. I'm Janne Silden and today I'm joined by Volkert Wibel, CEO of TGE Marine. It's great to have you here in a sunny day in Hamburg.
Yeah, I spared no effort to bring the good weather from Bonn, so thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming with the sunshine. Volkert, I will just jump straight into business, so to say.
Yeah.
Is TGE Marine still primarily associated with gas carriers, or have customers in the market already recognized the company's broader positioning?
Well, we are historically coming from 1980. We are strong in our ethylene and LPG carrier, but we started diversifying about 15 years ago, going into fuel gas systems. We delivered LNG bunker vessels, the first in the world, tailor-made in 2017. Some highlights in between. The latest highlight for us was delivering the 4 liquefied CO2 carrier for Northern Lights, all delivered, one already in operation since about a year. Current highlight is delivering the first ammonia fuel gas systems for us for 4 ships. Very interesting, very challenging project. So it's fair to say that for most of our customers, our clients, we are considered as a multi-gas, multi-application company.
Yeah. What can TGE Marine do today that it couldn't do 10 years ago?
Well, first of all, the good news, I am now 8 years in, so I can know pretty much how we changed. Let's start from being a pure equipment supplier into more integrated solution provider for different kind of gases and applications. So what changed a lot is that we focus a lot on innovation development. Just to give you an expression, we had 14 patents the last two years, which we
14,
14, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the patents are coming from ideas with customers. This is coming from intelligence, and this helps a lot. It helps a lot our customers, also us, of course, in the environment, how we can bring down emissions and so on, and how this is a long way still to go for the industry. Also, we invested a lot in service, which was not that necessary because in the past we had gas carriers which very experienced crews.
Yeah.
But now with a lot of more people being in gas business like fuel gas systems, LCO2, there's much more need in the market for advice, for support and finding solution. So like I said, we really developed there into a solution provider, like with final investment decisions, support and so on. But what did not change the last 10 years is when it gets difficult, when it's innovations, and if it's challenging, then we are there. You know, that's we
then you
ready.
open the
Yes,
champagne bottle.
Yeah. Then the team is excited,
Yes.
and of course, for an engineering company, looking for the next step in the development of the industry is always exciting.
Yes, that's what the engineering heart is.
Yes.
So Volkert, that fits very much with my next question because early in your career, you started as a service engineer for engines. Looking back, how much does that still influence your decisions as CEO?
Well, I have to say, before I went ashore, I was make a classical marine pass. This means I was trainee on a ship. I was then assistant engineer, then engineer on various type of ships. And then when you have been such a long time on ships, it changes your mind because you know what it means if a system fails.
Yeah.
This means if the main engine in the middle of the ocean fails, you know that you have a problem. The same if you are with a gas carrier at the terminal and you have a problem with the gas system, so you know how the other side feels and what is important for them. As you mentioned, I've been then a long time also in the service all over the world. For one company, and there, of course, it's what's very interesting to see the other side of the coin, because one is on this side which is operating, the other side who is supplying and designing.
Yes.
And also had the pleasure that I worked in several industry, like locomotive, CHP plant, oil and gas. And there also you get some new ideas, how they are thinking, what's good in their industry. And this is something I think which is very important still for me as a CEO. I went up the ladder. I know the problem on the other side, I can feel it. So even for me as a CEO, Excel sheet is extremely important because I get measured by the Excel sheet. But I think what maybe is what distinguishes me from others is that I always look for practical solutions for customer benefits and for long term. Yeah. But of course also I have to have the Excel sheet in mind.
The Excel sheet in mind, yeah. Yes. Is that your current challenge then, so to say?
No, I think it's a typical challenge for CEO because you are not measured by your efforts, you are measured by your results.
Yes,
that's how it is. This is not for me, it's for everybody in this position.
Yes, it has to be like that.
Yes.
Shipping is going through a period of enormous change.
Yes.
Where do you find yourself being most cautious despite all the excitement around new technologies and fuels?
Very difficult question to answer. Let's say let's start. Let's just pick a few points. Yeah. Let's maybe think about the infrastructure. If we just think about the LNG infrastructure now, it took more than 10 years. So we started delivering more than 10 years ago the first fuel gas systems. Then we had delivery by trucks. Then in 2017 we delivered the first bunker vessels, and now in 2026 we can say that we have a solid infrastructure all over the world for LNG. And also what's important, that it's now a mature marine fuel, because there is now some experience in the industry. So it took 10 years. So we have to think, whatever we do, we have to think about the infrastructure, and to build up this is an enormous investment, and it's not that easy. If you look how much you have to invest for an LNG bunker vessel, it's a quite significant amount of money. Yeah. The next thing, which is at the moment we have to keep in mind, it's the fragmentation of the technologies. So 10 years ago you had heavy fuel, and you can think about having heavy HFO 700 or 380, and now you have methanol, you have ammonia, you have LNG, you have classical HFO with scrubbers, and the technology fragmentation makes life, especially for the operators, for the next vessels to come, extremely difficult, because nobody knows, at least from my perspective, can really say how the prices for the fuel will go. No. Especially if you look how will the fuel be all over the world. And if you look, for example, for prices for LNG, is significant differs between the US, Europe and Japan. Yep. So the fuel which might be the right one between Europe and US might be not the right one between US and between Japan and Africa, or Asia and Africa. So very difficult, I think, the fragmentation. Same with carbon capture on board, how this will develop, how the infrastructure there will develop. So there's a lot of open questions where not everybody, and basically we don't have all the answers already. No. And of course it's important, most of the ships are designed for 20, 25 years of lifetime. Yes. And to predict now what's going on in 2040, difficult.
That's difficult.
So as always, if it's possible for owners, is to have this fuel flexibility as much as possible. And we did it already for one customer where we have the tanks starting with LNG available for ammonia, but also for methanol. So even if it's of course investment, but if you have investment like this one, then you are able to change later on, even if the price is high, but you're able to change. If you don't make this precaution now, and then changing all the tanks later on for another fuel, it could be very challenging and expensive.
Sounds like it, yes. It's like with the engines.
Yeah, it's not only the engines, it's especially the tanks and the fuel gas system. Also, there's a lot of changes you have to do.
Yeah, the whole system, the whole chain, you could say, with the fuel. Yes. So then it's good that my next question is not about 2040, but it's about 2030. If we meet again in 2030, which of these markets will have exceeded expectations, you think? LNG, ammonia, hydrogen, or CO2 transport?
Let me start first with the The easy one is hydrogen.
Yeah.
Easy in the way that for ocean going, I repeat on ocean going, we don't see something really moving the next 5 years. Going back to the very popular fuel these days, LNG, we believe that LNG will be still around the corner because it's still the best fossil fuel, and we need fuel. And waiting for the blue hydrogen or green hydrogen whatsoever will not work, so we have to do something. It's a mature fuel, we have the infrastructure, but definitely we have in the industry the challenge with methane slip. There is possibilities to improve that, and for us especially it means how we offer as a system provider, how we offer solutions to bring down the methane slip.
Yeah.
The third one you mentioned is ammonia.
Yes.
Ammonia has its own challenges. We are dealing with ammonia for 45 years, so we know it's not rocket science, but we have to be careful. We are now talking about ammonia as a toxic fuel. It's a toxic fuel, we have to keep this in mind. We have confined spaces, so we have to change also the attitude of not only having good equipment, but especially there we need the right safety first mentality, really embedded. And of course ammonia, but has also the big advantage of being carbon, mostly carbon neutral. This is a big advantage of ammonia, and also we really believe in ammonia, and we see there a lot of interest in the market. On the other hand, of course, now everybody is waiting how the first engines or ships are operating with ammonia, how successful they are. So of course there is some wait and see.
Yeah.
Yeah. The last one is liquefied CO2 you mentioned.
Yeah.
We started the journey with Northern Lights and the shipyards in Dalian a couple of years ago. We delivered all of the 4 ships. We just signed 2. I think we can really say that we are very well connected in the industry with a lot of feed studies, FID and whatsoever, but it's very difficult to predict. Why it's so difficult? Because if you have an LCO2 carrier, it's very significantly different to a normal LPG carrier. This means the gas properties and the gas density. So you need a pretty different kind of ships. And for when I talk to people not so much in shipping, I always say the comparison between a heavy lift vessel, and a container ship. If you have cargo for a heavy lift ship that is transporting all its life heavy lift, it makes sense. If there's heavy lift ship for 5 years transport heavy lift and then is carrying around containers, makes commercial sense. This is something similar we have with the LCO2 carriers. And there the people investing in these ships really need long-term commitments from first-class charterer to make this investment. So it will be a little bit difficult compared to other ship types. But on the other hand, we have to keep in mind that liquefied CO2 or the decarbonization of the industry, LCO2 is not just a cargo. It means at the end, it's a really good way how to bring down the CO2 footprint of the whole industry, like cement or steel or whatsoever. So it's not just a cargo. So I sincerely hope that there will be a big push and that there will be a positive for the next couple of years.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Jan Volkert, for joining me here in sunny Hamburg for HANSA Newscast. Thank you. Thanks for listening to HANSA Newscast. Subscribe now for more insights and stories from the world of shipping. And feel free to visit HANSA.news and sign up for the HANSA newsletter to stay up to date. And hey, see you at the next episode. Bye.